Hey there everyone, and welcome to some more Near Monsters PvP. In this video we're going to be looking at my stun counter team. Otherwise, yeah, I think I just called it my stun counter team. If you want to see the exact monsters that are in this team, then look in the description where I have them detailed. Otherwise, you're just going to see what comes up. I'm not going to explain it all. I don't think I showed it at any point in this video. So yeah, you'll just see what comes into the battle. So this team mostly revolves around stun counter, as you can imagine, after the name. And it's all really at the front. So I have quite a horrible front line for just dealing with for most other front lines. He has a one-on-one front line here and stuff which gains benefit out of it, but unfortunately can't really use it because Angelion's going to purify all. So I did Protector Killer on the Ironics after a bit of consideration because I realised he was probably going to protect at this point. And I knew that was going to line up, so then my Tygoron was behind. I saw that ahead of time. So I forced him to either use Protect or Purka. Either way, it wasn't going to go well for him because I could stun killer it. So anyway, at this point, I want to just Raw Blood Fury to pass time, but it's not going to work. Actually, I can't remember. Oh, I wanted to get rid of Captain Whisker's shield. That was it. But in fact, I could remove it anyway with those two hits, so it all turned out fine. This is probably the point to hit Blazebones because I need to put some pressure on Blazebones. He's going to be a problem otherwise. And I've got to take out Captain Whiskers, really. In fact, I didn't need to. Maybe... Oh, I didn't really want him to knock back next. He could have done that. And at this point, it's a little bit annoying because I want to get a kill with Angelion. However, whatever I do, he's probably just going to one-on-one because I can't purify all quickly enough. So, best... Even though Blazebones is like going to take ages before it gets its next turn, I'd rather just get a kill on Angelion before he uses the one-on-one. So that's what I did. Tygoron stayed awake, which is brilliant. Very happy about that. He dream hunts Cyclozar, which is his ultimate doom, which you'll see later on. Slight spoiler there. And so then at this point, I really want to take out both Oakthulhu and Oniblade. They're the offensive ones. The other two monsters, they're not really going to cause me much trouble. So I do Raw Blood Fury on that, and Bloodthirst on Oniblade, and it doesn't matter so much that my Valzareign's been poisoned, meaning that its Confidence Strike is very weak, because I can just dual Poison Touch and still kill those two monsters. A really big part of this team which makes it work with stun counter is having very aggressive monsters, because if I can kill through their team very quickly, I can hit their stuns and then get more turns. That's really how the raw strategy works. Oh yeah, sorry. I was trying to think earlier. I was like, I swear there's something else I call this team. It's not just a stun counter team, it's also a raw team. There are no protectors at all in my team, other than that Diamonoid in the front line, which I added at a later date after kind of naming the team. But anyway, so its raw strategy is very aggressive, and being able to do that, well, that really plays into stun counter, stun converter stuff, because killing those monsters will then trigger those stuns and get you more turns, which means you can just keep mowing through their team without them doing anything. So anyway, you can see there, it actually worked out really, really well with the shielding my Tygoron. I could give turn again, so he was still shielded when I got hit by the payback killer. Worked out beautifully. And then I just like completely took over the match there with that raw. Raw as in the secret skill from Zeuswyrm. He had 3 stun absorbers out, which, because I managed to kill through his team, I was able to choose what he had left in his team. He has 3 stun absorbers and a non-aggressive monster, so there's nothing you can do. My Raw gave my whole team turns, and now it's just a case of clearing up. This is a one that I saved pretty much because of that Raw. When I got that Raw off, I was like, I've got to save this video because it was so much fun just to get them in the perfect position for just having complete control. So anyway, I think he gives up at this point. He knows it's a lost game. There's no way you can win that one. So moving on to the second match. There are only 2 matches in this video, so do stick around. Don't already going into it's 11 minutes long. It's not going to be a super long video, this one. I've only got these 2 matches of this team. I'm going to be bringing out more PvP videos, but using a different team, which is my current favourite. My win rate with it is very, very high, so I'm having a lot of fun with it and making videos. So this one is an interesting front line. He's got the Assassinate, which is not what I want to see. So he was able to kill Tygoron. Bit of a waste with the double stun there. He absorbed both the stun revenge and my lightning entrance. but it also made sense to kill Tygoron. Tygoron was the problem monster. So anyway, he's probably gonna. I thought he would Raw Blood Fury, but he didn't. He decided to get my Tygoron instead, and that actually didn't work in his favour because I can Chrono kill a Tygoron. The thing is, that is definitely not a guaranteed kill, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna risk it because thankfully it pays off. But like, if I didn't get that, if I went for the Toxic Killer and Robinator, it just wouldn't work out in my favour. Like, nothing was going to work out in my favour. But if it did manage to kill Tygoron, then it did. So, luckily things went okay. Wraith Host is on full health, so I was like, okay, let's just knock him down so his Confident Strike isn't so strong. He can unfortunately, I think he can still kill Angelion with that. So I was expecting him to just attack Angelion at this point. But he really wants to get rid of my Valzareign, so instead he decides to hit Valzareign. I try my luck again, I believe. Gonna kill that Chroma. It's tempting. But no, I think, no, it's not going to work twice in a row. Let's get rid of Robinator because he's got the Blood Fury. Doesn't matter about poisoning my team anyway because Valzareign's already lost the shield and is going to be killed now. I figured he was going to kill it. So yeah, we're not in a brilliant position here, but it's definitely winnable. He's getting through my stun stuff. If you watch my team here, so I've got Freezecobra that comes in after this, like you know, after that stun counter, stun converter front line. So it's very, very difficult for them to stun me for the first section of my team. And if it works, if my team works at all and I'm able to kill through some monsters, then I can usually get to that point in their team where they want to stun me, and then either counter it or at least be at the point where it gets absorbed by Freezecobra, and then the next section of my team, which can kind of be stunned a bit, is then fine because I've got past that stun bit. Like here, it had a stunning entrance, but luckily my Freezecobra is still around, so it wasn't too bad. So I did Stun Pulse because I need a bit of control here. Either Stun Pulse, Chroma, or Tridrachen, either one of them would have been good. I decided to do Chroma just because. I think I got a bit less weak to it or something. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, I picked to do that. And at this point, see, normally here, it's very tempting to go for the Toxic Killer on Phantom Maiden. However, I'm going to get another turn before Phantom Maiden gets a turn. That is another turn with Cyclozar. So I could actually do a Chrono Killer on Chroma, not kill it, and I'll still be able to use Toxic Killer on Phantom Maiden. Then I do the really harsh thing to Wraith Host where I used a Poison Burst to put it down. I figured it would be roughly about half health, and it was. So Wraith Host is kind of being disabled. He doesn't want to take a turn, so he's trying to skip to get to Survivor, but I'm not going to let him. So he uses Desperate Bite. I don't know why he uses that because he's now behind all my other monsters, but oh well. Whatever. So I do a Chrono Killer on that. He's got this team turn coming in, but no, he hasn't got enough holy monsters, so it's not happening. But still, it's a give turn, which is annoying. That was the kill on Phantom Maiden. Annoyingly, he can now kill one monster. I was looking at this before I made this video. I was looking at this and I was like, I don't actually know which is the best target for him here. Probably Freezecobra because he's got the stun coming in, and but the problem is I've got another stun immune give turn, and I've got the team turn coming in, so it's a hard call. And I don't know if he was just like undecided or whether this was perhaps some smart move, but he decided to skip, and that was definitely a mistake on his part. He should not have done that. So I just did a Bloodthirst on it, took advantage of that. Unfortunately, he's got a Penguinator coming in, so I really wanted to Toxic Killer Oakthulhu, but unfortunately, the Penguinator is going to get a turn if I do that, because he'll just give turn to it, so he'll sweep my team. So I couldn't afford to do that. So at this point, I'm like, okay, I need to deal with the Penguinator. He's got some annoying stuff here, but should be fine if I do a Detox Strike. But stupidly, no, RNG is not going to work every single time for me. So Penguinator has more health than Tygoron. Actually, no, sorry, I'm comparing two different attacks, but Penguinator doesn't always die. I don't actually know what the chance is, but sometimes Freezecobra can kill him. And then he makes the silly mistake, straight after my mistake. I literally handed him a Slowbane all there, and then, actually no, I didn't, because he would have had to kill my Cyclozar. Okay, now that makes more sense. So I'm talking with myself here, but watching this before, I thought that I made a mistake and he made a mistake by killing my Cyclozar, but in fact, no, because he couldn't stop my Cyclozar from killing Penguin Eater, so there was no chance of him using the Slayer Bane Ore. But either way, it looked reasonably close, and then unfortunately I could just blow back the Wraith Host before he charged Survivor. I think this whole match was probably over in like 300-400 seconds in terms of the game time. But anyway, this was I thought a bit of a fun match. I wanted to get a couple of matches in on video of my stun counter team. It's a team which I've used a lot, but not actually recorded much. It works very effectively against any of the weaker teams. However, against top teams, it's not super good. It's good, but not absolute top tier. Like, I think it gets a high 70% win rate. But anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in another video soon.